All life is power dynamic. That's everything in life. So when you go to work, it's power dynamic. Who's the boss? Who's the supervisor? Who's the manager? You have to listen to your superiors, and that's how life works. It's all power dynamic. Everything in life is literally power dynamic. Relationships, men and women, it's power dynamic. It's, usually the man is in charge, the woman listens to the man. This is how all good relationships should work. But in general, like everything in life is a power dynamic. When you go to a restaurant to order food, they have the power over you. Why? Because you're giving them money for them to serve you, for them to give you something. They have power over you. Anyone who's working, anyone who you're paying, they have power over you. When you take an Uber, they have power over you. Why? Because they're in control of the wheel. They're in control of the car. So, I'm just relating this to literally everything in life because that's the way it works. I just want you to understand this. And this is why I just made a video yesterday that was titled, Life is 10 times better when you're in control. And, this is the same exact scenario where it's a power dynamic, and, the more power you have, the more control you have, the more options you have, and the better life you're going to live. And that's just how it works. So if you want to have more power, you're going to have to make more money. You're going to have to become more jacked. You're going to have to set a presence in the way you talk. It all comes from all three of those things and other things as well. Tonality, body language, etc. People will treat you a lot different if you're 6'3", 250 than if you're 5'11", 160. And that's just the way it is. I didn't make the rules, but I know how it works. So, and every one of you can attest to that. Every one of you can agree to that, is that life will be way better if you have more power and control than if you don't have power and control. Really, all this channel is to give you tips, life tips, advice on how to live your life better, how to improve your life, how to improve certain aspects of your life so that way you can live better. And in this video, I'm just simply explaining the power dynamic that goes on in life and literally everything in life. It's really something to think about and something that you need to keep in mind when you think about power dynamic, something to think that you need to keep in mind of, because like I said, it's everything that goes on in your life. Every person you talk to, it's power dynamic. Every brick and mortar place you go to, it's power dynamic. It's communication. Who has the power? Who has the money? Who's jacked? Who controls everything? Because that's all it is. That's literally all it is. Wherever you live, who control wherever apartments you live in? Who controls all that? Real estate. Who controls the property? A business. Who's the owner? Who's the CEO? Everything is a power dynamic. Whoever has control has the power. Can make all the decisions. So that's why I stress so much is that take control of your life and take control of what you can control, what you can do to improve your life, to improve your decision making, so that way you don't have other people making decisions for you. But if you're watching this channel, chances are you can make decisions yourself, because that's what I preach, and independence, masculinity, self-control, all these types of things. There are people, though, in the world that need to be told what to do because they can't take control. They're terrible at it. They can't drive. They're going to crash. They can't be independent. They're gonna die. They can't, there's just some things that people can't do without. Now, of course, it's a free country or whatever. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is some people, they're not good when they have control. They're just not meant to have control. And that's just how it is. And that's not a bad thing at all, because, there has to be somebody in control and there has to be somebody not in control. And that's just the way life works. Not everyone can be in control. It can't happen like that. Not everyone can have the power. There's always kings and there's always peasants, and that's the way the world has literally always worked. Always, since the dawn of human time. That's why I literally stress hard work every single day, no matter what. It's all power dynamic. It's all hard work. It's all who has the power, who has control. I hope you got value out of this video. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.